Welcome to the SorareAndrews show, where we talk fantasy. We'll start with the game, but we'll soon go astray on topic discussions that we play. We'll analyze the teams, the formation and goals, but in no time we'll dive proceeds to on the roll, talking about our favorite foods and the shows we've seen. Our opinions aloud and our voices on me. It's the SorareAndrews show. Anything goes, from fan football to rock and roll. We may start with the pitch, but it's just a small part. We'll venture off topic, let the conversation spark. It's the SorareAndrews show.
Hello and welcome into the SorareAndrews show. I'm Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare, joined as always by Andy Black. Andy, we were just talking about bats.
We're talking about bats, and you have a bat infestation.
That's not fair to say.
It is.
Despite being truthful.
If you have bats in your house, it is automatically an infestation.
Wow, that sounds so dramatic, though.
It's just life.
So the most fun part about it is I have no idea where they are in my house. And it's just like, oh, how about that?
How do you know they're there if you don't know where they are?
There was one flying around a couple days ago.
In
Did
the
I not
house?
tell you the story?
You told me a little bit about the story, I think.
Okay. Hi to everyone who's here. We'll get into that story in a quick second. For some reason on my chat, the true podium is not showing, which I feel bad about because let's see. Alex, Spargo, and Philly Dilly were on the podium, but clicked 1378 forwarded. Sad times. Surface to air missiles here. Sora Burrow, what's up? I'm not going to click and get everyone on. Let's see. Mike Basson, Sean Kennedy. Ed A's here. Mike said baseball or cricket. No, it's not that. Not that. Leftover Halloween guests. That's such an old guy joke. Anyway. So the story is a couple days ago, my wife was putting my youngest daughter to bed. She's 8. And I was taking a shower. I got in the shower and all of a sudden I was like 10 seconds in and my wife comes into the bathroom and my daughter is like bawling. And I'm like, what is going on? And my wife is like, there's something flying in, my daughter's name is Lucy, in Lucy's room. And I was like a big
Wait.
bug? Oh.
Yeah, and what's your first thought? Like, what is it?
I said it. I was like, oh, is it like a big bug or something? Because like, I'm a dad. I got to take care of them.
Your specialty.
Right. And my wife, so I'm literally like in the shower, like I pulled a curtain and I'm like, is it a bug? And my wife just goes like this. No. And I was like, what else could be? And then I'm like, oh, fuck. And so I was like, okay, I'll take care of it. And so I get out of the shower, I have to dry myself. I had my clothes that I had on before. I threw on a pair of boxers and a t-shirt because it's 30 degrees outside. And I go into the room and I see this thing basically like circling around. And I'm like, that's not a bird. It's also like 8 o'clock at night. And I was like, I wonder what I do here. So I asked my wife for a towel. So let me go back. So there's a hallway light on. Like I open the door, the lights are off in my daughter's room because she's going to bed. And the hallway light is on and I have like my phone with the flashlight, like trying to find it. Very easy to find once it's flying around. So I asked my wife for a towel and I decide I'm going to catch this bat in a towel.
Okay.
Turned out not to be a great idea. So I basically was taking the towel and trying to, like, as it flew by, like, catch it. And the idea was to basically get it in the towel, open the window, and let it go. So this wasn't working.
I think we should watch the scene from Black Sheep where there's a bat in the cabin, and you tell me the differences, between each story.
I'm not sure there are going to be any differences, to be honest. It was
It's the same picture.
it's
the same
pretty much
picture?
the same thing, yeah.
Okay.
So I realized also that because it's winter, the like our windows are locked, keep any drafts out. And there's it's like a double window, and there's a screen, like a single screen that goes across. So I was like, I have to take the screen out. So I open the window, I take the screen out, and the screen is like, let's call it 5 feet high. Yeah. So I'm holding the screen and I'm just like, oh, maybe I'll just use this to, like, push the bat out.
Yeah.
So again, the bat's like circling in the room, and as it's coming, like, towards me, I kind of put the screen up and try to, like, push it towards the window, thinking it wants to go outside, just show it where the window is, and that's it. And I was a little too forceful, and I ended up kind of, like, slapping the bat, and it went right to the ground and under my daughter's desk. Now it's an open desk, so I can see it still. There's a chair there, but, like, there it is on the floor is the bat. I would also like to say right now, my 3 kids have no idea it was a bat until to this very moment. So if they watch this stream, sorry. So the bat is under the desk, and I don't know if it's alive. And I'm like, I didn't hit it hard enough, but, like, I also don't know how hard you have to hit a bat. And so
that would be a good discussion topic for later.
sure.
How hard do you have to hit a bat? Yeah.
So, well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So I'm like, all right, the bat's on the ground. I assume it's not going to move, but I don't know for sure. And so I take, like, 2 steps towards the desk, and it gets up and starts flying again. And I was like, okay, I didn't kill the bat. So it proceeds to fly around, and I did end up getting it, like, creating enough of an angle on the screen to push it towards the window, and it flew out, closed the window, job done.
And it went to live a long, happy life and had lots of little bat children. Happily ever after.
Maybe. So I start doing what everyone should do now, and I ask my closest AI companion what the hell this means. Now, it's winter here, and bats tend not to be out in the winter. So what the hell? How did this bat get into my daughter's room? So I basically read that bats can fit through the hole, like a hole the size of the width of a number 2 pencil.
Oh, good God, that cannot be true.
It's apparently true.
I
And
don't believe it.
so it's essentially like if you have any, like, small crevices in your house, like, they can fit through it. My house is 125 years old. I have more crevices than anything else. So I'm like, now I have no idea where this, because it could theoretically come from anywhere. So I then ask AI, what are the chances it's just a single bat? And the answer is basically 0. Of course there are more bats. Now, a bat can get in your house, like, with the windows open and the doors, and, like, it can fly in. But they don't do that in the winter. And so I also learned that sometimes in this part of the year, in the northeastern United States, that you could have bats hibernating in your house and not know, because they basically find somewhere outside to come in, they get into your wall, they stay there, and then they leave. And the problem
So
is
you're just kind of sharing or renting a little space to the
yeah,
bats.
yeah, just for the winter to hibernate.
Yeah.
And basically, once it gets warm enough, they'll leave. And the day that this happened, it was like nearly 60 degrees Fahrenheit, which is very warm for this time of year. And it basically thought it was spring and decided to stop hibernating and go out.
Yeah.
And
he's
for
looking
some
to leave.
reason,
He went the wrong way.
he went the wrong way. Right. So I did some, local searching of people who can deal with bats. And I learned that in the state of Connecticut, it is illegal to kill bats.
Even if they're in your house.
Yes. There's no stand your ground law in Connecticut when it comes to bats. Now,
Wow. Time to move.
yep. So it gets even better. So I find a bat guy, excuse me.
What does
And
the bad guy look like?
he looks like a guy. There's
Okay.
nothing, he doesn't look like Batman, but also
Okay.
if you looked at him, you wouldn't have been like, that guy takes care of critters. He just
Okay.
looks like a guy. And,
Now, wait, is he a bat specialist or does he handle like mice, rats, other types of
he does it all.
infestations?
I love not
Does it
killing
all.
bats is
Yeah.
utter
Jack of all
woke
trades.
nonsense. Hold on, let me put that, anyway, so he comes to the house and he's like, oh yeah, you have like dormers all over the outside of your house. Like basic
You have what?
dormers. Are you familiar with like it's very popular in this part of the country, but basically like, if you have like a roof and then you have like it's almost like an inlet outlet. Let me, I'm sure I just have a picture I can show. But it's basically like a window that comes out of the roof of your house. Actually, I took a picture literally a minute ago, or not a minute ago, but yeah. So like you see where the ladder goes up, like that little part that comes out.
You're not sharing your screen with the
Oh.
stream?
I should be. No. Yeah, it's showing. Yeah. So like
Now
the
it
wind.
is.
What's that?
Now it is.
The stream's like 20 seconds behind us.
Okay.
Streams aren't like totally real time. But anyway, so if you see on the top there's like a window that pops out.
Okay.
So I have basically 4 of those around my like front, back, and 2 on the sides. And he's like, yeah, they basically just find the corners on each, and they'll just find their way in. And I was like, oh, great. So I was like, how do I know where they are in the house? And he's like, you don't. And I was like, what do you mean you don't? And he was like, I mean, you can like go around your house around dusk and like listen for scratching. And I'm like, oh, please just don't say anything more. And that's when I was like, what are the odds that this is a one-off?
You know what you need is you need like, you know how the doctor uses that tool to like check your heart rate and stuff? You need like one of those to go up against the wall so you can like hear any little
A
scratching.
stethoscope?
Yeah.
So
Hear any scratching.
you're right. That's the way to do it. So basically, so the guy says you have to install, or will install, one-way doors around the house. And I'm like, what does that mean? And he was like, where the dormers are, we'll put these basically one-way doors that allow the bats to get out and then not get back in. And then once all the bats are out, we'll seal it so that your house is bat proof. And I was like, okay.
The big bad industry's getting you.
Big bat is definitely
roping you in.
coming for me. So my next question, I was like, so how do I know all of the bats are gone? And he was like, well, bats, once they finish hibernating, they have to eat at least every 3 days. So we'll leave the one-way doors open up for like 3 weeks just to make sure, and then we'll take them out. And I was like, but like, how do I know that they're all gone? And he's like, you don't. You just, they should be gone. And I was like, and I was like, how do I know which doors they're leaving from? And he's like, unless you're like watching the doors all the time, you won't know. And I was like, great. So the guy came today when it's raining, and he's like up on my roof putting these one-way doors in, and texted me just as we started and said he couldn't finish, but would come back tomorrow when it's also supposed to rain and finish it up. And so there are bats somewhere in my house. I don't know where they are. I don't know when they'll
leave. Have you considered getting a cat?
I don't think cats do anything for bats.
They would eat a kit. They would eat a bat.
But it doesn't matter. Like the bats are like in a wall somewhere.
Okay. Cats can get in the walls.
I don't want more in my walls.
Yeah, the cats will take care of everything in the walls. And then maybe you do a one-way door into the wall for the cat. Well, I guess you need him to get out at some point. But then once he gets out, you seal it back up. And then we're back to square one. Well, you said you're not allowed to kill bats. Can a cat kill a bat?
Probably. Maybe that's the way I get rid of the cat. I turn it in. The murderer. So the other thing is I brought up you're not allowed to kill bats part because I can't. I mean, obviously I could just do this, but like legally, if I knew where they were in the wall and like opened the wall and got rid of them, like that's a no-no.
You're not allowed to. What do you mean get rid of them?
I mean, I could like let them go, but bats apparently are smart enough where they'll just like go back to where they came in and go right back into where they were. So the guy, this bat man, told me that he asked me, and actually AI said this too. So my daughter, so my daughter was in bed. My wife was laying next to her, and my wife said she opened her eyes for a second, and my daughter was laying like this, and it's like, that's not going to sleep. And she's like, "You all right?" And she's like, "I think there's something flying in here." And my wife was like, "What?" And like looked up and saw it, and that's when they were like, "Okay, we're just gonna go get Dad." So the bat guy asked me if my daughter was sleeping or not. And I was like, no, they were awake. And he was like, okay, because if she was sleeping, it's possible that the bat like bit her. And if that happens, you have to get her like a rabies check. And I was like, she was awake. Like nothing was,
nobody was bitten.
No one was bitten. But he said, so he goes, next time. And I'm like, and he's like, if there's a next time, you want to have a tennis racket and use the tennis racket to basically knock the bat down while it's flying and then trap it in a box and then bring it to animal control, who would then test to see if it had rabies. And that's when I was going back of how hard do I have to hit the bat to knock it down, but not kill it?
He's also really wanting to it's almost like he wants you to kind of become a bat guy too. Like he's giving you all this information, all these tips. He's like, hey, maybe I can recruit him. He can be a bat guy too. Alex said that his cat got a bat and ate it.
I saw that.
I think the other hidden secret power of a cat is they smell like a cat, and the bats and the mice, they're going to smell the predator and they're going to go to your neighbor's house instead of your house.
I don't know.
No, I know.
Oh, you know.
I know.
So
you need a cat.
I'm not going to get a cat.
You should get a cat, a real mean one. Don't go get a little kitten. Go get like a 3-year-old, like Menace.
Like said Laird is Robin.
Oh yeah. You could be like his sidekick. You can, Stream can be your main gig, and then like on the side you go around with him and yours.
That's the new content direction I'm going to take.
I would watch that, to be honest.
Yeah, you would watch that. I'm sure you would.
Yeah, you're into a new house, and Your advice to that family is going to be, well, I'd probably get a cat.
You ATR Speed said you don't have to hit them too hard, but they move around a lot when you try to pick them up, which makes it difficult to wrangle. So he told me that I should use the spider technique. And I was like, I've never done this with a spider, because if I see a spider, I will just
The
step on
bat
it.
guy told you this?
So the bat guy told me to get a box to knock it down with the tennis racket, cover it with like a shoebox, and then put a piece of cardboard under it so that I could pick it up.
That is the spider technique.
But like, what? Why is that a spider? That seems like a tarantula technique.
Yeah.
Knock on wood,
Fair.
those are not around here. So I was just like, what if you could use your market credits to get a cat? We do.
What's your main reason for not wanting to get a cat?
I'm a dog guy.
Yeah, but you can have a cat too.
No.
Is your dog taking care of the bat problem?
Oh, I don't even have a dog.
Oh, so you're a dog person that doesn't have a dog.
Yeah. I really, really want a dog, and my wife really, really doesn't. And sometimes you just don't win that battle.
That's fair. Maybe you should get a dog and a cat. They cancel each other out.
I don't think more pets cancel anything out. I would just like to get rid of the bat. So basically what happened was we've become aware that when it gets warmer out, the bats come out. And this past week has been quite warm. And my wife is like, when is he coming to get rid of the bats? And I was like, sometime this week. So on Monday, he told me he had to check the weather. So he checked. So it was gorgeous. Monday, Tuesday,
He's
Wednesday.
like,
yeah.
oh,
He tells
yeah,
me
it's
he's
bat
going to come
season.
Thursday
It's
or
bat
Friday.
season.
Comes Thursday when it's raining. And I'm like, what are we doing here?
There's a lot of bat experts in your chat.
I was just about to say they're all in the chat.
Why does everybody know so much about this?
Yeah. So basically, the bat guy was starting. So, that was the other thing. So I did an MFL stream earlier today, and I heard him drilling outside. Like, he didn't come into the. Oh, that's what it was. So my wife was like, I was telling her about these one-way doors, and I was like, they'll install them outside. Bats will leave. And she was like, but how do they get them out? And I was like, well, they go out the door. And she was like, but like, I want them out now. I don't want to wait till like get them out of my house. And I was like, yeah, they don't do that. Can't do that. But I learned that between June and September, you aren't even allowed to install the one-way doors, because that's when they have their babies, and that would basically be killing the babies, because they can't get through the door and they would just stay in your house dead.
I mean, it's your house.
That's
It's
what I
not
was
the bat's
saying.
house, right? This is crazy.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm a pretty liberal guy, but Connecticut has some real woke nonsense stuff like this, and I'm just like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah. I mean, well, in the end, the worst thing that could happen is the bats could bite all of you guys and you get rabies. So,
Yes. And I'm pretty sure, knock on wood, I'm pretty sure that it's just like you get a shot and then you're okay.
Yeah. I do like how the bat guy does not seem to be a bat guy at all. He seems to be more of like a construction worker. It's not like he's got like a big bottle of pesticide, or he's got some secret technique of getting the bats out.
It's way more construction than it is animal rights group member.
Yeah. Yeah, if there were only like a spray and it was just like, oh, well, they hate the smell of this and we'll just go right outside after you spray it. It'd be, like a skunk spray or something.
Hanging goes, I'm a pretty liberal guy, but words spoken by every bat murderer ever.
Well, yeah, maybe.
The bat guy doesn't roll on the tongue as well as Batman. I just feel weird calling him Batman.
Yeah, you can't call him Batman.
No.
I think Bat Guy is a much better.
Yeah.
It tells you really what that guy's emphasis is.
Exactly. Surface, yes. This is the first time that we've had bat. Well, I take it back. I take it back. Well, this is the first time I've had a bat in my house. It's entirely possible that these bats have been living in my house for years, but have never come like into the house because they just find wherever they came in and go out that way.
Have you ever found bat poop in your house?
No, and I still
So-
haven't.
Well, that tells you then that they're somewhere like in the walls somewhere.
Well, I know they're in the walls. They wouldn't if they if they weren't, I would see them.
I mean, they could just be under your daughter's bed.
No, I checked.
Like even in like the box spring, they're like not like crawled up in there hiding.
This is Topsy goes. Do we think the bat guy is just the last person to deal with one? So now if someone new has a problem, I have to go and tell them.
Oh yeah, like it's like if you're passing the passing the knowledge along.
Yeah.
Hmm. That would be fun for you to be the next bat guy.
Right. I'll have to go on my neighbor's roof and figure it out.
It could be your new passion.
I doubt it, but you're right. Yeah.
I think it could make good content. You know, like it almost be like a kitchen nightmares, or you know, like we're going into this. Like you'll be the Anthony Bourdain of bat guys, and you'll go all over the world and travel, and you know you'll eat at a fancy restaurant, and you'll take care of a bat problem.
So I think the biggest problem is that with that idea is that bats aren't a big enough business to only do bats. Like he also, so he said he actually thought he did work on my house before we bought it, and then did work for like a house 2 doors down where there was like an opening under the porch and skunks were getting in, and so he like put stuff in to like stop skunks. So you have to like deal with like all rodents.
He's like a skunk guy too.
Oh yeah, skunks, possum. Was the other one that I saw the other day? Why am I blanking?
But does he do bugs? He's
No.
not a bug guy.
No,
Not a bug guy.
Not a bug guy. Because I think those tend to be more about keeping them out of your house, and bugs, like bug guys, are just trying to kill all of the bugs.
Right.
Surface, my wife is pretty much opposed to all pets. I can't even convince her to get like a cool fish tank.
You know why you can't convince her to get one? Because that's just how all women are. What you have to do is you just have to go get the fish tank, install the saltwater stuff, and just ask for, what do they call it? Asking for forgiveness, I think. I think that's what they call it.
I mean, a saltwater fish tank, while pretty freaking cool, is just not worth that.
Laird, you go get yourself that fish tank. What kind of fish would you put in your fish tank? Like, do you want like fancy, I don't know, salt, like a whole salt ecosystem?
So, when I was a senior in high school, I took marine biology as a class. And one of the group projects at one point was like a multi-month like fish tank, keep the fish alive was basically the gist of it. And my group decided to do a saltwater tank, which is like much harder to maintain than freshwater. And everybody's like, why would you do that? But the saltwater fish, much cooler than freshwater fish.
Yeah.
Fish, excuse me. So we did a saltwater tank, and all of the freshwater tank fish died, and the saltwater tank one thrived, Andy. Like I probably should have been a marine biologist, to be honest, or at least worked at Petco. And so I would definitely get saltwater if I had a big fish tank in my house. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise you might as well just get a freshwater one with like 3 goldfish in it.
Like, yeah. It's not. It's barely having fish at that point.
And one of those beta fish or whatever.
So like I had a beta fish that lived for like 6 years.
Yeah.
I had it in college. I brought it home in the fish tank in the back of a U-Haul truck where half the water ended up pouring out on the trip, the 100-mile trip back to my house. And that fucking thing survived and then thrived for the next 4 years.
It was like laying there and the only little bit of water left, and it's just like.
And it was fine. It was fine. I'm not even sure what ended up killing it. Let's see. ATR said, I'm behind on the video, and Connecticut does have some weird stuff, but still allows for passengers and cars to have open beverage containers. That is a true story.
What do you mean still allows? Like, I think most states allow for that.
Do they?
I don't know. I mean, my state does.
Does it allow, or do you just do it?
No, it's allowed.
Oh, okay.
Still allows for passengers in cars.
Yes.
Not the driver, but
Yes.
passengers, yes.
But yeah, Connecticut is kind of weird with that stuff. Can't kill a bat, but you want to get drunk in the passenger seat, you go nuts. I'm fairly certain that motorcycle helmets are not required either.
What's the state motto of Connecticut?
I don't know, actually. We're the nutmeg state, so it's not like anything.
I must be thinking of like New Hampshire. Who's the
Live Free or
who's
Die
Live Free or
is,
Die? Yeah.
That's New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Let me see what Connecticut says.
Do they allow you to not wear a helmet?
Who?
I mean, live free or die, right?
So there is some sort of like long motorcycle ride that goes through. I know it goes through Vermont and New Hampshire. It's like, I don't know, big biker gangs and shit like that. I don't know. But anyway, when
It's the path that you don't have to wear helmets.
So, well, Vermont you do, and New Hampshire you don't. And there's these videos of them, of the like hundreds of motorcyclists crossing over from Vermont into New Hampshire, and they all take their helmets off as soon as they cross the line. And it's like a real symbolic, like, anyway. Connecticut's motto is Boston is that way. It's a great line. Surface setting, no passenger open container in California, which doesn't surprise me at all. What happens if the passenger passes the open beverage container to the driver?
Well, then you're drinking and driving.
Yeah, I think that's bad for the driver.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you guys even Uber in those states. That's the best part of Uber.
That's the best part?
Cracking one open in the back.
Just going right for it, huh? Andy, we've gone 33 minutes and have not even said the word Sorare yet, now that I've said it.
We've not even had a technical issue yet, right? I mean, last week it was like every 8 minutes, I think.
Was that last week? It was, right?
Yeah. Hashtag Streamlabs.
I did do a stream today on Streamlabs and it worked. But yeah, exactly. Speaking of Sorare, Andy, did you get your free $50?
I don't know what this is, but I did get it.
Ooh.
Yeah, sure. Did everybody get $50?
They gave everyone $50 in market. I don't know if it was everybody. I assume so. Everybody $50 in market credits. I assume for breaking the site the other day.
Oh, $50 bonus offer. Oh, but I can only use it on J League?
No. You can use it for anything.
Okay.
I don't know why
they call it a J League celebration.
Yes, they're celebrating the J League by allowing you to buy whatever you want.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, apparently not everybody got them.
Oh. Losers.
Oh, Halligan said I said SorareAndrews at the start, so that counts as saying Sorare. You're right.
It's true.
Dobbsy said thanks for the J League credits. They've been used in MLS. You know, you have to use them in 2 days.
Oh, really? I might use them tonight because I need to probably add one more MLS player, maybe two, maybe three.
Mm. Buying MLS guys the day before the deadline is definitely the smart move.
I don't care.
I know you don't.
MLS defender is just so hard.
I bought two of them today, not like in season cards, just for my arena. I'm going to be honest. I've been having a lot of fun with this MLS arena thing.
Yeah, I can tell you've been having fun with it.
Yeah.
Winning essence,
Yeah.
crafting cards.
I haven't crafted an MLS card yet
No.
because I haven't gotten MLS essence. Oh, but I'm going to win the leaderboard in limited this weekend. Did you watch Harry and I Tuesday?
No.
I bought an MLS lineup to go along with my classic Messi, and I'm going to win first place this weekend.
Okay, that's a good plan.
Yeah. Forget the streaks. I'm just going to win $1,000 on the leaderboard.
With one lineup.
Well, only one lineup can finish first, so that's going to be mine. Yeah. Yep. Enrico Mon's right. The deadline is Saturday, so you're actually days early.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Rico. I appreciate that.
Did you consider buying them before tonight? No.
I don't even know what I need to buy.
Oh, good.
Somebody that has a decent matchup this weekend. That's my plan.
Oh my God. Halligan said, I'm going to use the credits along with $100 from Sorare set to get Gill and McGlynn.
Mm.
Oh, sorry, Halligan. I thought you were saying you were going to use the market credits to buy gems, but you're going to win the $100 from Sorare set to get Carlos Heel and Jack McGlynn. I do have Jack McGlynn in one of my arena teams.
They both have good matchups this weekend. They're both at home, I believe.
Yeah, that's all it takes. Do you refer to Deke's rankings at all?
Not as rankings, really.
Just because you know?
No.
Oh.
But I don't have enough choices, really, to like be, oh, well, I'm going to take number 16 on the list instead of 18. It's just like, my guy's at home. He's probably high enough on that list where it's reasonable to play them.
That's fair. How has your experience with MLS gone so far?
Not great. I've had a couple DMPs. I've had like the New England game cancellation or whatever. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I knew it was that game week, but like I'm sure before the season, most people like knew that was coming, and I didn't know that was coming. I don't know. I hit a couple streaks, but I do not have an ongoing streak.
Are you playing just rare?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any thought of adding limited or no?
I will eventually because I just keep winning lots of MLS essence. So I keep crafting crappy MLS cards,
How are you winning MLS essence?
arenas.
You don't win MLS essence.
Or wait,
arena.
no, not arenas, leaderboards.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I was like, hate to break it to you, you're not winning. You're not winning what you think you're winning. What is that white thing plugged in behind you?
Oh, it's just like for these,
Oh,
for charging them.
gotcha.
They're pixel buds.
Ooh, I was thinking of
Pixel Bud Pros.
I was thinking about getting some. You like them?
Yeah, so I got everyone in my family a set of these for Christmas. Like not this Christmas, but the Christmas before.
What a dad.
What a dad! And my oldest daughter got a Beats headset that she likes better. So she was like, "Dad, do you want these?" I was like, "Sure." So I got my Christmas present back, regifted back to me.
Mm-hmm. Is your entire family a Pixel family?
Yes.
Mm.
Uh, that same daughter wanted an iPhone this year, and we did it. We got her an iPhone.
I'm the only one in my house without an iPhone. And I considered getting an iPhone recently. Like I'm up for an upgrade and I can either get the new Pixel or an iPhone. And I tried to do something on my son's iPhone the other day and I was like, I have no idea how to use this thing anymore. And I had an iPhone for 10 years probably and then switched. And I was having this thought the other day. Let me, before I get into that, how into AI are you?
Um, I don't know. Pretty.
Okay. What AI platform do you use?
Mm, kind of all of them.
Okay.
Just depends on like what I'm doing.
Okay. You have an example?
If I'm doing something like building something or something work related, it's usually Claude. It
Okay.
just seems to do a better job with just build me an app or uh, I don't know, just researching something about like our ticketing system or something.
Yep.
If it's just like basic, stupid research, I'm at home and I want to know something, I use Gemini because it's on my Pixel and I literally just click the Gemini button and go.
So, do you use ChatGPT at all?
Uh, a little bit sometimes, yeah,
Just when you feel a little saucy?
I guess.
So, I was a ChatGPT maxi until about a month ago. And I talked about to Gator Guy about this all the time. And then I started using Gemini, which you'd think I would just use it because I have a Pixel and it just seems to work that way. And I started using Claude recently for some random stuff, but I basically don't use ChatGPT at all anymore. And I had this thought that if I got a new phone and I use Gemini so much, why would I not get another Pixel? Because it's literally all Google. And iPhones use ChatGPT as like Apple Intelligence is just ChatGPT. And so it like totally switched how I thought about what phone to get just because of the AI that's on each one.
Hmm.
And I wasn't sure if that was dumb or not.
I think it's probably dumb. Like, just get the phone that you want, and then you can. I'm sure you can change the. Maybe you can't change the default platform that it uses, but you can at least install the app for it.
So from what I understand, like the Gemini app on an iPhone is not remotely so apps, or at least the Gemini app, can't see anything outside of the app on your phone
I see.
on an iPhone, but on a Pixel it can see everything because it's all
Hmm.
just Google anyway.
I feel like there's some kind of class action lawsuit coming. I don't know.
Apple
It's like when
Intelligence,
Microsoft forced everyone to use Explorer.
Internet Explorer, yeah.
Yeah.
Apple Intelligence will be changing and using Google Gemini as the base for it. Oh, that maybe that'll change my. But again, I don't know. But I also don't think I don't use the AI features on my Pixel enough that I'm just like I couldn't just open the app.
I mean, I just literally use it to search something stupid that I
Yeah.
need to know the answer for. So, whatever app it is, it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Whether it's, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Or
I
you
have
take a
my
picture of something. What is this?
Yeah. Totally.
It's a bat.
Yeah. um, where was I? Oh man, what was I just about to say? Gemini, AI, whatever. Oh, that's what it was. So when I was having problems with Streamlabs, I was trying to set everything up through OBS. and there was like one specific thing I wanted to do, and I was like, I was pretty sure there was a plugin for it, and for some reason I asked ChatGPT. I think I just like instinctually typed it in and like went through all of these steps. It was walking me through exactly how to do it, and finally I was like, I couldn't find like where it was that it was explaining me, and I like took a screenshot and I was like, where is this field or whatever? And it was like, oh yeah, the Mac version doesn't have that field, even though I had like previously said I was on a Mac. And it was like, you're right. Oops. You'll have to find something else. And it was like 20 minutes of going back and forth. And I was like, I'm done. Fuck out of here, ChatGPT.
Is your whole family like down the Mac like path?
What's that?
It's like your whole family, they're down the Apple and Mac path.
So
everything?
that's the funny thing is like I use a Mac computer and everyone else uses like a Chromebook basically. But they all have iPhones and I have a Pixel.
Gotcha. Do you are you looking at getting a new Mac?
Yes. I'm not looking, I'm getting one.
I thought I had remembered you saying that.
Yeah. I'm going to get a new, but I basically am just going to get a new Mac Mini. And the problem is I think they're coming out with a new one in June. And it's like, do I wait the 3 months? Like my computer's not broken, but like I need a new one.
So right now you're using like a MacBook, right? Or do you use Mac Mini?
I have a MacBook Pro right now.
Oh, okay.
Which is like
old MacBook Pro, like an Intel one probably.
No. It's a whatever the next one is. So, or is that the new one?
M1, like it was an M1 or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like 5 or 6 years old or something.
It's like 5 years old. Yeah, Apple M1.
We just bought one of those, the new MacBook Neos to test on campus.
Ooh.
In fact, after our call, I'm gonna run down and grab it. But I think like the chip on there is like the same chip as the iPhone. So it's like low power, not intended for like heavy use cases. But we were like maybe thinking about it for like loaners or something.
Is it basically just like an Apple Chromebook?
Yeah, it's like a low cost device. I think they're like $500 or something.
Yeah, I mean a Mac Mini's like, well, I mean like the base one is 500, and I was like, that's
right.
It obviously doesn't come with a monitor, keyboard, or mouse, but
sure.
Yeah, it just Apple has taught me that like if there's a new one coming, all the old ones are just going to be obsolete soon. That's the one thing I've always hated about Apple. And I see it with my wife actually. So not only do they all have iPhones, they all have Apple Watches, which I don't have. And that was the other thing. If I switched, I have like a Pixel Watch. And so if I got an iPhone, then I have to get an Apple Watch. And
I feel like it used to be a lot worse than it is now. Like they've gotten a lot better with it.
Yeah. But like my wife is like, hey, it's noon and my fully charged iPhone this morning is now at 46%. And I was like, fucking Apple, man. ATR said ChatGPT is a yes man. Got to really push him around. I changed one of the settings where I was like, there was like a professional mode, and I'm just like, stop babying me. Just tell me the answer. Don't tell me how great of a question it is. Anyway. To be honest, that obsolete thing isn't really a thing with laptops since they changed the M1. Yeah, I don't think my laptop feels like it's dead, but I want to be able to do more and the laptop's just not great for that. The one thing I'm going to have to, and maybe I'll just get a trackpad, is like I haven't used a physical mouse like in 20 years.
Yeah. The one thing that Apple does that has driven me nuts is like the difference between the Air and the Pro. They like hardware lock or software lock certain things. Like on the Airs, you can't connect them to multiple displays, but the Pros can because that's the business laptop or whatever. I don't know if they do. You might want to do some research on the Minis. I don't know if they have any restrictions on those.
The Minis, I think, are literally made for multi monitor.
Gotcha.
But yeah, like I had this MacBook has 2 USB-C ports or Thunder, whatever the hell they call it, Thunderbolt, and a headphone jack. That's it.
I mean, you can hook like a docking station up to it.
I could. Will you help me get a dongle?
A dongle, yeah. It's such a funny word.
I agree. But yeah, I think, yeah, I'd like to get the Mac Mini, but again, it seems silly to get one now if the new one's coming out in
Yeah, I would wait.
May. And just hope that this thing holds on. 5 years doesn't seem like that long for a computer, but I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like it's not really like causing you any issues or anything.
Well, I thought it was my problem. I thought the Streamlabs thing was my problem, and so it's like, oh, great. My phone is probably 3 or 4 years old though. Like I don't get a new phone like every time I can. In fact, I didn't even know they did that. My wife got a new phone. No, we got my son a new phone for Christmas. And they were like, "Oh yeah, your husband's available for an upgrade." And we were like, "Oh, what does that mean?" They were like, "You just get a free new phone." I was like, "Oh, maybe I should do that."
Is that through like AT&T or something?
Verizon, yeah.
Verizon.
I get texts all the time like, "Get a new Pixel 10 Pro on us." Okay. The only reason I got this phone,
Not really free, but
no, it's never free. But the only reason I got this one is because I was at the gym when I had my old phone, and I had one of those like barbell plate clips like on something, and I knocked it and it hit my phone right on the screen, and it just like shattered immediately. And I was like, oh,
nice.
shit.
When you go to the gym, do you go into the sauna?
No, but I want to start doing that. It's like the one big biohack I don't do.
No sauna, huh?
No sauna, no cold plunge.
I don't think I would ever do cold plunges ever. I'm not built for that.
Me neither. And every time I see a video and people are like, "You just got to do it," and then they do it, and I'm like, "You've been doing it for 3 years and you still hate it." I'm not going to do that.
Dude, I watch those and I feel the opposite. I'm like, oh, shit, I can do that. I could do that. Yeah. Yeah, look how healthy they look now. And then, like, I get into the shower and it's like a little too cold. And I'm like, oh. So, no cold plunges in my feature. I could do the sauna, though.
I'm laughing as hard as I am because I'm the exact same way. Why it is freezing in here?
Right. Or even like you take a hot shower and you get out and the room's really cold and you're like, ugh. Yeah.
I yell at my kids because sometimes they'll like come into the bathroom and leave the door like slightly open, and it just feels like every bit of draft comes right into you. Unless there's a bat in the house, leave me alone.
Are you familiar with Wim Hof?
With what?
Wim Hof.
I don't think so.
He's like that Norwegian guy. He like invented the cold plunge basically.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
You know, like he invented like his breathing mechanics or whatever. And he like climbed, what did he like? He scaled Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Without any
naked or
clothes on
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Naked marathons.
I don't need to optimize my life that much, my body that much.
I see.
I'm just trying to get through the day without things hurting. And for the most part, I'm good on that.
Well, I'm getting there, Laird. I'm getting there, baby.
There we go. Hold on. You got to move you weren't in the screen.
Just take a sip of my mineral water.
Your French bubbles.
Mm-hmm. Very bubbly. Now, is this what you drink, Laird? Because you're like half French.
No. Why am I half French?
Because you used to work for Sorare.
That's it?
Yeah. Laird seems like a French name as well.
I don't drink that. I pretty much just drink plain water when I drink, if I'm not drinking coffee.
Dude,
I know, I know, I know.
you're the one that criticized me for drinking plain water, tap water,
Yeah.
and you convinced me to buy this expensive ass.
I did not convince you to buy that stuff. No way. The stuff I told you to buy was much more expensive. I
Why is the other water more expensive?
no, I don't really drink water that much. Like I drink water for just to get my creatine in and that's it. And to make coffee.
Then you don't drink any other water.
Not
How
really.
do you hydrate?
I don't. I mean, like I'll drink water if I'm at the gym, but
Are you like a wild animal and you get your hydration from the prey that you kill?
from
It's
the
like a
bats.
bloody steak. I'm hydrated now.
Like this is water. I'll have a couple sips of water during a stream. Throat gets a little dry, but drinking a glass of water is like one of the least enjoyable things in my entire life.
All right, you sit down for dinner. You're eating your dinner. What do you drink with your dinner?
You want to know the real truth, like the actual truth?
Yeah,
Nothing.
literally nothing. Okay. What if you're eating something really dry or spicy? You're just gonna suffer through this.
So we have a soda stream and we have like some flavored stuff and that's what I'll drink. Like like a
So you'll drink water.
seltzer. I mean, if that's, it's like flavored, it's flavored seltzer. That's what we drink.
Yeah, it's water.
Yeah. 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 But like, it's not just straight water. Very rarely do I just drink straight water.
Alex said sparkling water is trash. This is not sparkling water. It's mineral water. Mineral sparkling water with grand bubbles.
Grand?
It says grand bubbles, which I'm surprised they don't write that in French because I'm sure it's like they have some really beautiful way of saying grand bubbles.
How do they spell grand with an E?
No, just regular old grand.
It's probably like grand bubbles.
Yeah,
and
but
Mike
you
says I
wouldn't
don't
know,
speak
right?
French. Any water with bubbles is trash. Wow. That's a take. I would argue that water without bubbles is trash. I'm just sat here drinking my 3rd liter of water. Andy, how much water is that?
Well, it's a 2 liter bottle and then a 1 liter bottle. So, Laird, have you ever heard of these water fasts?
I think so.
Have you ever considered doing one?
Like just having water for 24 hours?
It's longer usually.
Oh.
They'll do them for like 3 days.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that.
No.
I've never tried like a fast of any kind, really.
Hmm.
I'm just too hungry. I could probably do like an 18-hour fast, just skipping breakfast basically. But yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah, 18 hours I guess is just skipping breakfast, right?
Pretty
And
much,
you have,
yeah.
like a late lunch or something.
Yeah, 6 p.m. to noon the next day.
Yeah. These guys doing Ramadan, how many days do they go? It's like multiple days without eating, right? Or no, they can't eat during the day.
I think they're basically 18-hour fasting every day.
Yeah, okay.
Ricomon said, I've done 30 hours before with just electrolytes. I think Keith made it to like 44 hours or something once.
We should have a competition. Somebody will die, but we see see who can fast the longest.
I just don't have any interest in that. Like, why are we doing it?
Well, Jesus did it, right?
How'd that work out for him?
Yikes. I don't know.
Meanwhile, I've just seasoned my
There's like
steak.
lots of reasons to fast, right? Like, I don't know. Aren't we like repenting or something?
I think there are some significant health benefits to fasting that I don't know and don't really care to do.
Hmm.
Dopsy said we could do the opposite and just do a competition, the first to stop eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have enough interest in cold plunging or fasting. I got to
Mike
draw the
said a
biohack line
fast-a-thon
somewhere.
live stream would be the most miserable thing. It'd be whoever's competing would be so hangry and miserable. Everybody would be upset with each other.
Yeah.
Might be good content.
Well, Jesus did it was not something I expected to hear today.
That's when you know I had nothing else, and I was just like, Jesus did it, right?
Jesus did it. Andy, what was your response to the Sorare site going down yesterday or 2 days ago?
Well, that caught me in a really um busy time of my like work life. So I didn't even notice it until I won a star reward, which was pretty cool. And when I got home from work, I tried to like open it or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, it's not working, or the site's not working, or something." And then I saw the alert, and I was like, "Oh, nice." And then I did it the next morning. So I was not nearly as affected as other people, just because I was busy.
What did you win your star from?
All Star Division One.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know how I didn't win. I mean, I had like a fucking great lineup.
Did you? Let's look.
Yeah, it was insane. I think I had a wrong captain. I captained Messi instead of my Chinese guy.
Process over results.
Yeah. But that guy in the China league, he just smashes. Like I should have captained him.
Oh, Matriza, no way.
Yeah.
685 points. That's pretty good.
What did first place get?
733.
Yeah. So
They
a
had
good captain choice wasn't even the difference. I would have had to get a clean sheet or get a defensive decisive or something. Or I
first
need
place
Barco.
captain
I really
Messi
need-
also, if it makes you feel any better.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
Pallavicino.
need Barco.
I literally have Fuji, Pallavicino, Messi, and Barco.
Yeah, I could have played Paolo in that lineup too. I just didn't.
Not bad though. And what did you get? Forsberg?
Forsberg, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. He's an MLS card. I'll
Yeah,
use
yeah.
him.
Did you see what first place won?
No.
Wonder if we could see. Is that easy to find out? Wouldn't it be cool if there was a site that like tracked stuff like that? This is their gallery.
It's like they traded it or something, didn't they?
Must have done something like that. Let's see. This is kind of crazy. Look at it. These are the cards like one 3 years ago, one 3 years ago, bought 5 years ago, 8 months ago. These are the cards 3 years ago. These are the cards that were in the lineup.
Yeah, can't you just look at transactions for this account?
Yeah. I was going to, but I just noticed that was. Sverkov was first place. It's better than mine.
You really hate Berhalter, don't you?
I just didn't think it was I don't hate. I was just like, whatever. They're better. There's better stuff.
Yeah, fair.
Like a site that tracks Sorare data. Yes, like that.
Alex said that his cat can fast for about 2 hours.
That's how I feel sometimes about myself. Oh yeah, did you verify your cash wallet through Mango Pay?
I don't know anything about this.
I couldn't do anything today without doing it.
So no matter what, if you have a cash wallet, you have to do some verification
Yeah.
steps or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite annoying.
Does it give the IRS access to my gallery?
I don't even know what Mango Pay is, but I've never used it, so I don't know why I need to.
I
Why
think
I
I've
need
already
to.
done this because it's not prompting me or anything on the site. I think I already did it.
Oh,
Maybe I did it a long time ago.
excuse me. Andy, what's the next non MLS card you think you buy is?
Maybe something for the World Cup,
Okay. Okay.
depending on what the World Cup is and what they do.
If all they have is So Rare set, will you buy gems?
The most interesting thing to me about, let's say they only do so rare set, does that mean only cards they have licensed will be in the game for the World Cup?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm guessing they do the
They could do
silhouette.
Ronaldo.
What's that?
They could do a Ronaldo silhouette.
Yeah.
Hmm. I don't think I want to play set for maybe. I mean, maybe they'll juice the prizes or something.
I think I'm just going to enjoy not playing for a little bit. Just enjoy the football.
I'm sure they'll still have, like, you can still play Global All Star, right?
I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know at all.
You gonna do the J League double up duo tag team competition?
No, I'm not. And I'm not sure. Is it only for limited?
Might be.
Because I was going to say, like, oh, when they do the K League one, everybody can use my link, but I'm not even sure they'll, like, I'm playing rare. How
Mike
can you
wants to know how
enjoy
you
the
can enjoy
football
the
when you
football
don't
when you
watch
don't watch
any?
it.
That's a good point, Mike. Sorry, what were you saying?
Mike wants to know how you can enjoy the football
Yeah.
when you don't watch it.
Maybe I'll start watching. Maybe that's what I do. I just watch football every 4 years.
I don't know how this aligns, but like every time there's a World Cup or a Euros, my family has like a giant beach vacation where we all go, like my extended family and everything. And it's happening again this year, and we're all going to be in Florida for the World Cup, which ends up being really fun because we just all watch games together.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that, whether it was going to end up being good or bad.
Yeah, no, we just like we'll all huddle into like one condo, and then we'll watch games, and then we'll go back to the beach, and then we'll go back and watch a game. It's fun.
So the the fact that it's here throws it off a little bit because there are not that many early games now. Like I was looking through the schedule, and a lot of them
So
are
it's
like
like
3 p.m. is the earliest one.
yeah, we're going to the Argentina Algeria game,
Let's go.
and it's at
That's
like
fun.
8 p.m. It's like I think it's 8 p.m. start time.
Where is it?
Kansas City,
In Kansas City.
Arrowhead, I think.
That's fun. Will Sean's family be in the condo next to you?
I cannot imagine a more miserable trip than something like that. Mostly because he would be so miserable. I'm sure his family is all lovely, lovely people.
Agreed.
But then Sean, you'd like go outside, and Sean would be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe what happened today. My wife made breakfast, and she made 2 eggs instead of three." And you'd be like, "Oh, okay, well." I always feel like the things that just triggered him are like, "Oh, yeah, that sort of thing just kind of happens sometimes."
You're kind of like waiting for the story to keep going, but he's done, and you're just like, oh, that triggered
Yeah.
you, huh?
I think the funniest one was when he had the family trip to it was the place that Jersey Shore, or maybe it wasn't Jersey Shore, but it was somewhere in the Northeast, and he kept complaining about stuff, and it was just like, yeah, that's kind of what happens when like big groups of people go on vacations
Yeah.
together. And he's like, I know, and I hate it.
He's like, we went to the beach, and I got all sandy, and you're like, and he's like, yeah, there was sand everywhere. Like,
And
oh,
then I went to the pool, and everyone was mad that I went to the pool by myself, and they made me go to the beach. And I said, I'm not going.
and my favorite is he's like, and then my uncle got a sunburn, and so I was right all along. I knew it.
Right.
Uh, no, Sean doesn't like the beach. I can't imagine Sean likes it. He definitely doesn't like the beach. He's a pool guy.
He said he loves the pool, but he hates the beach.
Yeah. Yeah. In fairness, I know other people who like, I always thought it was strange, like when you went to a resort, not that I've ever gone to one like this, but like how the pools are like right next to the beach. And you're like, just go to the beach. But there are people
My
who
wife's the
just,
same way. She doesn't hate, but she does not like going down to the beach if there's a pool. She'll just go to the pool.
yeah. I love the sand.
I like both, like there's a place for both.
Yeah,
You go to
that's
the beach
fair.
first, you get all nasty from the beach, you get sand all over you, and then you jump in the pool, even though
Mm.
you're not supposed to do that. You jump in the pool and you get clean.
Yeah, you're definitely not supposed. You pee in the pool too, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Yorkie's on team pool, or at least on team anti-beach. Bummer.
Yeah, do they even call those beaches where you guys are from though? Like isn't it like a lot of rock?
It's just
and-
rocks, yeah.
Yeah. It's cold.
Every so often I look around my house wherever I am and I'm just like, I wonder if the bat's in that wall.
Last thing. Do you think the fact that there's bats prevent other rodents from being in your house? Do you think if the bats are here, then the mice are like, oh, we can't live here. The bats live here.
So it's funny you use that as an example because bats are basically just mice with wings. Like they're the
Mhm.
same thing.
But they're different, and they know they're different.
Do they know?
I would think so. Like, I don't think that they would like look at each other and be like, yeah, we can coexist, or yeah, maybe we can mate. I don't think that that's happening. Or is that how we got COVID? There's a bat and a bat and a rat.
Um, I don't know. I don't know. I do know that bats eat like mosquitoes. So it's actually like not bad to have them around because they kind of like control the mosquito population. But I don't like, you were like, get a cat because that'll help with the bats. But I'm
And the
not like,
rats.
oh, I've got a mosquito problem. Let me go get some bats.
Hmm.
Like at some point, I just get whatever's at the top of the food chain.
A cat.
Cats aren't at the top.
Well, they're the top in this sort of realm. When it comes to rodents, the thing they fear most is a cat.
I guess.
Or maybe a bald eagle. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, bald eagles are above mice at least. Just got
But
out of
you
a
can't
meeting.
get
This does
bald
not
e-
seem like
you
Sorare
can't get one
content.
as a pet.
Have you watched the dinosaur documentary on Netflix?
No, I probably won't. I'm not a big dinosaur guy.
Really?
Yeah. You know how they had that kid on the MLS commercials and he was like, "I'm not into dinosaurs anymore. I'm into sharks." You know, it was
No.
like a Target commercial or something. Um, yeah, I'm probably more of a shark guy than a dinosaur guy.
So it's funny you say that because like the art for the dinosaur documentary is a humongous dinosaur about to eat a shark.
Hmm. Did you watch this show?
Not yet, no.
Why are you asking me about it?
Because we were talking about like top of the food chain, and that just popped into my head.
Okay. No, I think that if they were alive, they would be at the top of the food chain.
Yeah. Aren't sharks technically dinosaurs? Maybe. I don't know. Dinos are greater than sharks. Shark content just reminds you that the ocean wants to kill you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yorkie Will, are you saying the dinosaur one is a great show? I'm going to have to check that out. We'll see. I think percentage wise, this might be the least amount of Sorare we've ever spoken about on a SorareAndrews.
We've definitely done intentional ones where it was just like, all right, there's nothing going on right now. We're not even going to bother.
But I still feel like we end up talking about it a little bit. Today was just like no.
I mean, we did a full 30 minutes on bats.
Yeah. I hope they're out of my house by tomorrow. That would be nice. Just a peace of mind.
Would love an update. You know what you should actually do is you should rig up some cameras by this.
I actually thought about it. Yeah, I thought about it. I just am not sure I want to know about all of the wildlife that lives around me. Like all of a sudden I'm like, oh, there's actually a pack of raccoons that live in my house that I didn't know about.
The funny thing would be like if you recorded it or something and you literally saw like thousands of them leaving your house and you're like, thousands?
So
Crazy to know there were that many.
yeah, so I asked him how many. He was like, what was the word he used? Colony. He was like, yeah, there's probably a colony in there. And I was like, so how many does that mean? And he's like, could be 3, could be 10.
3 to 3 million, somewhere in between.
I don't think it's that many. Get the bat on as a guest. That's the suggestion from Mike.
Good one, Mike. There was a famous house here around where we live, in a really like ritzy, expensive area that had there were like lots of lawsuits involving this house because they had a brown recluse infestation.
A what?
Brown recluse.
Should I know what that is?
It's probably like the most deadly spider,
Oh.
or one of the more deadly spiders in North America. But they found out that they had a brown recluse infestation. They tried to like kill them like 3 or 4 times, but they were really good at like hiding and not breathing in the whatever that kills them. And they ended up just selling their house and not disclosing it. So the person that bought the house a couple years later finds out that there's a brown recluse infestation. They try to get rid of them. They can't get rid of them. They ended up condemning the house. Yeah, it was like a $800,000 house or something, condemned.
Wow.
And then I think they sued the shit out of the people that sold it to them.
What did they do to the house?
They probably nuked it. I don't know.
Did you ever see Arachnophobia?
Mm-mm. Is this like a horror movie?
It's like I guess like it's meant to be scary, yes. But I thought of that immediately. I saw Arachnophobia when I was like 9 and scared the living shit out of me. And I would guess it takes place like near you. Like it looked like a Midwest like kind of. And so you started talking and I was like, oh, maybe this is Arachnophobia.
Oh,
But
I
it
see some
basically,
big spiders all the time. 2 nights ago, I went to let my dog out, and I saw this big thing that looked like a spider, and it was like next to the hose on my porch. And when I was closing the door, I was like, "There's no way that's a spider. That thing was too big." And then, like as the door shut, I saw two beady little eyes, like you know how they glow, like they're like as the light hits them, they'll like glare. I'm like, "Oh my god!" Open the door back up. Sure enough, it's just like the spider that's like this big. It's like, good god! It was like a wolf spider, so it was like long, but it was not like a tarantula or anything. But it was like just a big old wolf spider.
and you just close the door and you're like, well, fuck it.
Yeah, the dog was out there. I was like, you get to deal with this, not me.
Wow.
I kind of wanted to kill it, but I was like, yeah, he's not hurting anybody.
Well, as I said, I didn't sit on the toilet without checking under the seat for months after watching Arachnophobia. There's a scene where like they literally like millions of them come up from the toilet.
Oh god.
What would you have killed the spider with?
A shoe.
While wearing it?
No.
Yeah.
Take the shoe and you smash it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, I'm a dad. I'm a pro at this.
Yeah, well, sure. Do you do that to spiders inside your house though?
I mean, most are small enough to where you just get like a little paper towel.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, you like slamming your wall with a shoe.
Yeah, like a sandal.
Yeah. No, you got anything else?
No, I'm excited for next week where we do Bat Guy 2.0. Maybe next week's show on the thumbnail you can have like a Batman like like AI on your face or something.
I'm Robin though.
No, you'll be like by then you'll be Bat Guy.
Oh, I'm the Batman now.
Yeah. Look at me.
Thanks everyone for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. Maybe I'll share the bat update in the Laird Social Club Discord. Maybe that's the appropriate place for it.
Yeah, it'll be a members only post.
Surely I can't give that stuff out for free. No way. Yeah, no. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming. If you want to subscribe to the Laird Social Club, patreon.com/AndrewMLaird. Link in the description of the video. I'll be back tomorrow, probably to talk more Sorare than we did today. But we'll see. Anyway, thanks for coming.